Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wrestling fans around the world, I would like to personally welcome you to episode 39 of the greatest wrestling podcast in the tri state area, the Hot Tag Podcast. Clap it up. All right. Listen, this is the podcast where we talk about everything and anything pro wrestling. As always, I am one half of your host, Rashaad, the other half of your host, my tag team partner in crime, Justin. Justin, what's good with you, bro?
What's up with you, bro? I'm excited
Yeah,
to be
man.
back for another week. We appreciate anybody that's been listening up to this point, 39 episodes strong, or anybody that's just coming to rock with us for the first time. So, yeah, I'm ready to get into it.
Hey, listen, man. It's 39 episodes, man.
Yeah,
A lot of people stop at 10, but hey, here we are. Feel me? Still going
and
strong.
we know that it's going to be a slow build for this, but this is something that we've loved before the podcast and something we'll love even after the podcast. So we would be doing this regardless. So we
Yeah,
just
man.
wanted to share our conversations with y'all and get our opinions out because it's what most of this is just our opinions and hear y'all opinions because
That's it. Hey, man, listen, well, we really don't have headlines. I do want to give a congratulations to EO Sky and Evil for finally tying the knot. The two were engaged and they finally tied the knot. Um, Based off a social media post by EO Sky on Instagram and X. So congratulations to them. Feel me? Both are in WWE
right.
now. You know. So hey, shout out to them, man. Congratulations is due. Um, but that was just one, saying congratulations out to them. We don't really have headlines today. We just want to talk about some wrestling. We just want to shoot the
Yeah,
shit with our fans, with our listeners. You feel me? First time listening, 10th time listening, 39th time listening. We want to just shoot the shit today. We just want to have a regular conversation. That we usually do. Because once again, as Justin said, this is something that we love, something that we talk about even before the podcast and after the podcast. Always gonna be wrestling fans. So this episode is really just us being the wrestling fans, but just putting it out there and what want to get y'all opinions and want to know how you feel about some of our takes and everything. So, but first
right.
and foremost, we always going to start off with our show reviews. You feel me? As always, we start off with our AEW correspondent, my good boy, my good friend Justin. I'm sorry, I wouldn't say good
You just
brother.
call me a good boy?
No, no, no. I wouldn't say good brother. Listen, it's the heat. I'm a little discombobulated. All right,
Right.
just a little discombobulated. You feel me? So forgive me. My good brother Justin with the AW
Good brother.
correspondent for
Good
today.
brother.
You feel me? What do we got for AW recap?
AEW was fun this week. I really enjoyed this episode of AEW. A lot of great matches. Uh, you start off the show with the Young Bucks, Copen Cage, and Orange Cassidy versus the Dogs, FTR and Tommaso Ciampa. The match was stacked. Seeing the Young Bucks and Copen Cage stand next to each other on the ring apron was just a crazy sight to see. And them like interacting with each other just because it's like two completely different eras of wrestling that you just never thought you would see collide. Um, yeah, but the match was good. Young Bucks, Copen Cage, and Orange Cassidy get the win. And of course, at Double or Nothing, it will be FTR versus Copen Cage in an I Quit match for the tag team championships. And if Copen Cage lose, they can no longer be a tag team. So I'm thinking this is where AEW will give Copen Cage the belts from FTR. FTR's run has been good to me up to this point. FTR is just one of those legendary tag teams at this point. I'm definitely looking forward to like a Copen Cage match against the Young Bucks for the titles. I definitely think that's due. Orange Cassidy and a member of the conglomeration, which I think will be Roderick Strong, will be facing FTR on Collision for the tag team championships. I think it's on Collision, or it may be on the 3-hour Collision AEW multi thing on Wednesday. You had the Kevin Knight TNT Open Challenge, and this match was answered by Brian Cage, who returned. Brian Cage has been out for some time, and a lot of you may not even know if you just started watching AEW that Brian Cage is the member of Don Callis' family, because I forgot until I saw Don Callis walk out with him. But yeah, so Brian Cage answered this match. Brian Cage still looks in crazy shape. So he hasn't missed a day in the gym. He's been out for a while, but hasn't missed a day in the gym for sure. This match was good. Kevin Knight gets the win. His TNT championship reign has been great to me. He looks like a champion. I told y'all that Kevin Knight was going to be a champion, a singles champion in AEW. I didn't know it would be this fast when I did my bright spots for the year, but the Jet, baby. AEW also announced the Owen Hart tournament brackets for both the men and women. On the men's side, the matches will be Samoa Joe versus Will Ospreay, Mark Davis versus Jack Perry, Swerve Strickland versus Bandito, and Claudio versus Brody King. So, yeah, the men's side is stacked. All these matches should be crazy. In my opinion, the finals should come down to Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland. I don't think there's any other way to go about this. That is the match. That is the match in the finals. Face Will Ospreay versus heel Swerve Strickland. The match is going to go crazy. And the winner, I think, should be Swerve. I think Swerve should win the Owen Hart. I think he needs it the most right now. And it kind of fits more to what his story is progressing to in terms of him talking about power and wanting the power in AEW. And, of course, that comes with the world title. Now, depending on when that match happens, I don't know who would be champion by then, if it's still MJF or if the title is switched to somebody else by then. Well, I'm saying still MJF, like I know MJF's going to win the title back from Darby, but I'm assuming he will. But on the women's side, you have Persephone versus Hazuki, Willow Nightingale versus Alex Windsor, Mina Shirakawa versus Athena, and Sky Blue versus Saray. I don't know for this one. I don't really know who I would have making it to the finals. Right now, I'm leaning Willow Nightingale versus Athena, but I'm not too sure. I know Athena is, I don't know, 3 years. She just crossed 3 years as AEW, not AEW, Ring of Honor women's world champion. So I know she still has that going on. And AEW hasn't really used her that much on AEW television. Like he's been mainly in Ring of Honor for a long time. So this would be a great way to kind of reintroduce Athena and kind of insert her into that main event role with the winning the Owen. Now, the match that I was waiting for the whole night, the main event, Takeshita versus Darby Allin. It was originally supposed to be Okada, but Okada had to do something in personal in Japan. So Takeshita ended up filling in the spot. And Y'all know Takeshi's my boy, so I was super happy to hear that. And the match was incredible. Um, Takeshi does a Blue Thunder bomb on Darby from the apron to the floor in this match. Like Takeshi does a German suplex from the top rope to Darby, but instead of releasing it and Darby kind of flipping out of it, like what would normally happen, Takeshi holds on to Darby the whole way down, and Takeshi bridges into the pin, but Darby kicks out. It looked dope. Takeshi, he's going to be world champ. Eventually, he's got to be world champ. He's easily top 5 in the world right now to me. Um, I don't really have that top 5 ironed out, but I know he's in there. I know Seth Rollins is in there. But hey, those are my guys. I think they're top 5 in the world right now. Don Callis tries to get Takeshi to use the Dynamite Diamond ring that he got from MJF earlier in the night to give it to Takeshi to use. And Takeshi says no. So I'm hoping that with the match between Takeshi and Okada happening at Double or Nothing, and with him saying no to using the ring from Don Callis, that we're finally going to get the split that we've been waiting for, and Takeshi turning away from the Don Callis family and kind of doing his own thing, because I think he's already joining a face group in Japan. So yeah, we're kind of just overdue for that. But Takeshi saying no and the distraction from Don Callis leads to Darby hitting Cold Red from the top rope. Darby hits a coffin drop to the floor, followed by a Scorpion Death Drop on the steel stairs. Darby puts Takeshi in the Scorpion Deathlock, but Takeshi gets to the ropes. Darby immediately follows up with 2 more coffin drops for the win. So, yeah, Takeshi got his shit off in this match for sure. And Darby, we know Darby is as given with his body as anybody. So, yeah, all of Takeshi's moves look really dope. And again, Darby just using his body to outlast opponents at the end. And at the end of the match, after the match, Darby calls out MJF to an impromptu contract signing for the match at Double or Nothing. MJF comes out, but he's reluctant to sign a contract. He says that Darby's 15 minutes of fame is over and that his title reign has made no impact. He says life is about legacy and he will be a 3-time world champion at the age of 30, which is a crazy stat. Darby says that he doesn't care about legacy, he lives in the moment. He says that he wants MJF to sign a contract so he can make him a bald-headed bitch. And MJF signs the contract, attacks Darby after the match because Darby is defenseless. He goes to hit a tombstone from the top rope on the Darby, but Kevin Knight comes out to make the save, which, hey, Kevin Knight, again, that's 2 appearances in the show. And yeah, that's how AEW goes off air. Good show. We officially get the match being official. Hair versus title, MJF versus Darby. The Kevin Knight TNT title open challenge was good. Bucks and Copen Cage and Cassidy versus Dogs, FTR and Tommaso was good. And yeah, that's my AEW recap. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 8.
All right. Hey, man. Thank you to our AW correspondent, as always. You know, here with our weekly AW needs. We're going to get over to Monday Night Raw. What are some things that, you saw from Raw that you was fucking with?
Well, I like EO versus Sol Ruka. That match was really good. Sol is one of the more innovative wrestlers in the WWE right now. And that's saying something. Like, it seems like every week, like her and Javon Evans, like every week they do something and I'm like, I've never seen that before,
He
right?
was like,
So
how can they get, how can they do something even more spectacular? Like,
yeah,
you feel me? It's like, yeah, you think you seen it all, but then they come out and they do some new shit. It's like, what the hell?
right.
Like,
But one thing I do want to say, like I give the love, but I also want to give some criticism, and it's not even really criticism. It's just me saying, and Javon Evans has already stated this himself. He doesn't want to rely on the like high flying, risky stuff that he can do and make
mm,
that all he is, right? And he wants to add different things into his arsenal to be more than that, right? And that's when you see Javon Evans striking more. Like his match against Rusev, you see it. Like if you watch his match against Rusev
yeah.
earlier in the show, he's way more aggressive. I like that from Javon. So that's the one thing I would say to Soul. And yeah, I like to finish with EO winning by just being a vet. It was kind of maybe a little bit of a fuck up with the Soul Snatcher at the end, but the way they kind of transitioned into it, it still looked clean. So
Listen, this is only her third week on Raw. For me, I'm gonna give her the benefit of I understand she's been doing it for a long time, but this is a different stake. This is a different atmosphere. I did enjoy the Street Profits and Joe Hendry versus Division. Obviously, Division and Braun Breaker kicked off Raw, but I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed that match. Like, I know I say it a lot, but just watching him in action, Braun Breaker, man, like. Oh, sheesh.
yeah,
Yeah, like he is truly a different type of specimen. Like, because the speed that he runs the ropes, and then he still comes down with that force to like hit you with a clothesline or like it's anything. It is crazy, bro. Crazy. Good match though. Good match. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good match. Um, and
one thing
obviously,
I go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm saying obviously Rollins comes out, and he's going at Braun Breaker and everything, and then um he he uh he's about to get speared, but he moves out the way and he pushes Dawson, and obviously I'm not gonna lie, this whole thing with him and Montez, because Dawson was like, I mean, let's hear him out. Montez like, hell no, nigga, we not hearing what. I feel like that it eventually is going to come to them like having to put the differences aside.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like that to some sort of tag match. Maybe even I know we talking about it now, and it's kind of early, but Survivor Series War Games, right? If Bronson Reed should
That'd
be
be
back
dope.
by then, you had the Street Profits, probably Joe Hendry, Seth Rollins versus Division
I mean,
there.
4 on 4. Are you gonna add an extra person?
It's always five, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you add an extra person for each group. I don't know who it would be though,
I
but
don't know
I'm
who
just
it would be.
like I don't know if that's going to happen for sure, but that's just I could
Yeah, man,
see something
I
I could
rock
see
with it.
WWE doing, right? Like it's not out the realm of possibility. They're
Yeah, I mean,
predictable as such.
I fuck with that. I mean, like I said, I think that's gonna go like down the line of pretty much Montez and stuff, but button heads and Doc's like, hey, listen, you my brother, so I gotta rock with you, but like we could low key hear what he gotta say, type shit.
So Asuka's not retired, but she's
N-
taking time off.
yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. So I mean, honestly, one well deserved. She deserves time off.
Yeah, yeah. Not that I'm ever saying that a wrestler shouldn't, especially a wrestler like Asuka, can't ask for time off. I was just confused by all of the like
Embracing and like,
hoopla. Yeah.
yeah, because
You
they
couldn't
was
have just
coming
written her
like
on TV that way by her losing.
she was leaving for good, like she had the suitcase and everything. I said, damn, we getting the somber song for Oscar.
Right. I was so
Like,
confused. When she walked out the door, I was like, oh, so that's the end of Oscar. And then they come back later
yeah,
in the show and say, well, no, she's not retired. She just leaving for a while. I'm like, wow, that was very sad for just leave for some time.
That was
How
super
long?
anti. That was like super climatic, but just for the wrong reason. Like,
Ethan Page and Penta have a promo, uh, which led to the Javon and Rusev match I talked a little bit about earlier. But ultimately, it gets announced that it will be Ethan Page versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship at Saturday night's main event. How do you feel about that? As a Penta guy, do you think your boy wins and keeps the title reign, or do you think Ethan
you
Page
know,
beats him here?
I wouldn't say I'm a Panther guy, but I don't think
You're
I
not a
don't think
Penta guy
Ethan
no
Page
more.
should win.
I could have vividly remembered you being a Penta guy.
I'm not. No, do I like him? Absolutely. I enjoy Penta. I'm
Okay,
not a
all right.
Penta guy.
Maybe
Yeah,
I was
you
mistaken.
listen. You should know the guy I am. OTT Trouble
But
Chief.
no, I look at like Roman Reigns is like your goat, damn near. So I don't even put him in the same like your guy is just like I'm a supporter, like I'm a
Oh, well then,
advocate for
well,
him.
even still there, who my guy is. Who we gonna talk about later. You actually after this, but I fuck with Penta. I listen. I think
I like Penta
does
too.
does Penta lose? I don't think he should lose. I think he should. This is going to be a great match. I think this will help build Ethan Page for when they do run it back, because I do think Ethan Page is going to be a intercontinental champion, absolutely. But do I think he should win it at SMNE? No, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. And better yet, I think this match happens, but it doesn't have a clean finish. I think either Javon or Rusev interferes, and I think we get a fatal four way at Clash of Italy. If we do it, Clash of Italy is going to be a fatal four way at Clash of Italy. Just personally, but I think Penta wins, but I don't think he beats him clean. No.
I mean, I would like to see Ethan Page win because I'm gonna go out here and say it. I am a Ethan Page guy, right?
Mm.
Been for a while, but I wouldn't be mad at Penta winning here just because I'm all for somebody holding the Intercontinental title long enough for you could get used to seeing them with it. Like I haven't
Hmm.
got used to seeing Penta with the Intercontinental Championship enough,
Not at all.
so I could use that for a couple more weeks, right?
If he loses, should be at SummerSlam.
I don't. I wouldn't mind him getting the win clean either. I think Ethan Page is going to be the one that tries to cheat to win, but I think Penta will somehow evade it and win. I think Ethan Page probably lays him out after the match, though. So
Wouldn't put that past him or past anybody. Honestly,
I think,
I can see it playing out exactly like
yeah,
that. So okay, so what do you feel like, or how would you react if Ethan Page does win in
I,
his fourth week on the main roster?
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not going to say I'll be shocked because
Hmm.
I think Ethan Page is that good, and I think his Intercontinental Championship reign
Hmm.
will be great.
All right, all right. I can respect that. I can respect that. Speaking of great, that damn good, Oba goddamn Femi.
Yeah,
First of all, you decided that you didn't have anybody. There was nobody in the back that wanted to fight my man in an open challenge. And Adam Pierce, phew, my prayers were with you, because the fact that you had to go out there and tell him that nobody was in the back willing to fight, that's a strong man.
what
Because nigga, you could have been in that ring.
what did I say about this Open Challenge when it started? I said you're gonna have to keep it creative because there's only so many people back there now that you've cut 30% of the roster. There's only so many people back there that you can squash. So you're
And
gonna have to
poor
be creative. Creative.
yeah, poor Umberto and Angel. Los
So Los
Garjas.
Garza took their ass from getting de- destroyed by
Royce
Royce
Keys.
Keys on SmackDown to getting 2-on-1 by Oba Femi on Raw. Yeah, them boys is definitely out of there. I'm surprised they weren't out of there already.
And what else doesn't help is that they got beat. They got pretty much their ass whooped by two black men. I said,
Yeah, I
listen,
didn't even notice
we
that.
gonna
I didn't
feed
peep that.
you.
That's crazy. Yeah,
We gonna feed you to the niggas.
they might not be happy that they're getting beat like this, but
Mm,
they're doing
Rest
it.
in
So,
peace.
but about Oba himself, though,
Mm-hmm.
let's focus on Oba himself and this segment. How did you feel about the way they did it with Pierce coming out and saying, "Listen, I've tried. There's nobody bigger than once none." How do you feel about them presenting Oba like that?
Listen, if you want something done, you gotta do it yourself. That's exactly what they told us. Over want something done, you're gonna do it himself. You're not gonna sit there and wait. He's not gonna sit there and have management or add or whatever do it. You feel me? He's gonna go out there. He's gonna deal with it himself. He's gonna figure it out himself. And that's exactly the way you should build Obafemi up. I don't need a mouthpiece. I don't need a roadie. I don't need a groupie. I don't need nothing. If I want something, I'm coming to take it. That is the eater of words. He, yes, that is Obafemi. That's exactly what you want. You feel me? You in his way, sayonara.
But how long, like I said, does the open challenge last? Because
Till
you
SummerSlam.
had to bring Los Garzas from SmackDown already. Last week it was Otis, and this week you're already bringing in people from SmackDown. You gonna bring somebody from NXT?
Probably. Hey, listen, they got the bodies. I think it stops at the day that the open challenge is on the PLE. It's done there. No more.
I get what you're saying.
It'll yeah, like because pay per views of PLEs are pretty much the epitome. So whenever there's an open challenge, that's when we either get something coming to a closing or something coming to an end.
Whoever is on that open challenge, it got to be somebody big enough that it's making its way to the
Mm-hmm.
PLE. Like, oh, this person is trying to take on the open challenge, and does the open challenge end with Oba not losing,
Hmm.
or does
I
somebody
mean,
beat it eventually? What is the end goal
no,
for the open challenge?
no. I think he
Does he take it
goes.
straight to the world title?
He has to. Just he has to. Like, bro, look at all these people I've beaten consistently. Like that title's mine, and I think he should fight Roman at SummerSlam. That'll be the end of August. Roman, you can go hang out with your kids. Go be a father like you always are. We're gonna take this title off you.
Yeah, we'll see who's next week for the Oba Open Challenge. I liked it. I liked Oba going back there and walking past Pearson saying everybody's scared.
Everybody
Everyone's
gonna
a
die.
coward. What do you say? Everyone's a coward.
How do you feel about your Triple I Mega Champion, Mega Campeon, the original El Grande versus Dominic Mysterio? How do you feel about that match?
I like that they had the AAA title match on Raw. I don't think there's been one on Raw yet, and Dom's been AAA champion for like 6 months.
Did Dom defend it on a Raw against Vikingo?
No,
No, could have
no.
swore. Oh, you know what? No, Vikingo
He,
was there, but he didn't have it. There
yeah,
wasn't a match.
he defended it on a uh, PLA against Octagon Junior,
Got you.
but hasn't had a title match for it on Raw yet. So it was dope to see it for the first time, and I feel like they did a great job of hyping it up and talking about the history of the title and the packages, and Dom getting the package, and OGL Grande getting the package before the match. And I thought the match was good, really good. And Dom gets the win after El Grande interferes. What he's done with the gimmick character, whatever you want to call it, since taking over for OG El Grande, he's taken it to heights that it was never supposed to reach.
Mm-hmm.
Like the reaction this man gets in Mexico and has been getting in these brawls that with OG El Grande leading up to this mass versus mass match. The fact that there is even a mass versus mass match between these two that is this big in Mexico is crazy. And it all
Yeah.
speaks to what the real El Grande has been able to do. He's cutting full promos in Spanish.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He is. Yes.
He's
Is
even
and
got
he dating the Spanish girl, the Spanish comment ring announcer or commentator from Triple A.
I think he's backstage interviewer or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
He's even got Los Americanos embracing it. Rio dressed like a cholo, and
Bravo.
Bravo dressed like Salsa Verde.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Like, they have been doing great work with this character, and I can't wait for the match.
Listen, I'm definitely gonna be tuned into that match versus match. That's May 30th, right?
Yes, but
Mm-hmm.
Dom and OG was really good.
Now, before we get off to Friday Night SmackDown, you know I got a bone to pick. I got a bone to pick. I got a bone to pick.
I got a bone to pick.
My tribal chief, the OTC. He should be acknowledged. And as your world heavyweight champion, he should be acknowledged twice. One for being a tribal chief and one for being the world heavyweight champion. All right. Jacob Fatu lost fair and square. I don't give a fuck how you call it. He lost fair and square. Okay. So it's only right that he acknowledges Roman Reigns because that's what Roman Reigns said. You lose to me, you gotta acknowledge me. Why in the fuck? And I understand Jacob. Like I understand this is he didn't want Jacob and Derby. Like he's an animal, he's uncontrollable. I understand that. But what is the point of having this man run through not only your world heavyweight champion, but also the Usos? You literally have this like he is beating the dog shit out of Roman Reigns. Why?
I can answer that for you
Go ahead.
because this is not this one of the guys you used to smack around on the front yard. Roman Reigns. It's not the Usos. I am not the Usos. I may look like an Uso, but I'm not the Usos. I'm not Jake Solo Sokoa.
Hmm.
I'm Jacob Fatu, and I'm the Samoan werewolf. That's why I'm not here to acknowledge you, man, because I never
Hmm.
have had to. I was never the one that was invited to be around y'all, so I never had to acknowledge you. I was never invited to be on the islands irrelevant. And for me never being invited to be on that island, I no longer care to be. I
So
got
so
here a different way.
so he's doing this because he's more so envious.
He's doing this because even when Jay was facing Roman for the title, Jay was scared of Roman Reigns. He's always been scared of Roman Reigns. Same with Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso wouldn't, even when they rebelled against him, man, there was always that power dynamic. We're
I,
building our own thing here with Jacob Fatu, and it doesn't really have to correlate with the bloodline and have to be directly attached, right? Jacob Fatu can be his own entity and not have to fall in line around your bloodline universe, brother. Hate to break it to you, Roman Reigns fans.
I just think, you
Not
know,
everybody got to be in the bloodline.
and that's fine. Listen, that's fine. I don't want anybody else in the bloodline.
You literally just asked him to acknowledge Roman Reigns.
Okay, you can acknowledge him, but you don't got to be in the bloodline. Like
When has that ever been a thing?
my nigga, he asks every city he's in to acknowledge him. Does that mean he wants all of them to be in the bloodline?
No, this is different. This was a
It's a it's a
bloodline
it's a sign of respect.
acknowledgement ceremony.
No, no,
It
no, no,
was
no. It was no, no,
stated
no, 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 no.
by Roman Reigns himself.
It
He
was an
has to
acknowledgement.
acknowledge me and fall in line.
It was more so a respect thing. I don't I
All
don't
right.
I don't think it's him. Because first of all, Roman don't even want Jacob. Roman don't want Jacob there in the first place. Why would he want him in the bloodline? He don't want the man. He don't want the man there anyway. It's
Because
just
he
it's a
wants
respect thing. It's how can you be the leader of your
the same
family
way
if
he
you
wants
have
the Usos
family?
in the bloodline.
But that's different though. Like he wanted them to be together. You feel me? But it's different. How can you have a man in your family and you supposed to be the leader of the family that don't respect you?
That's what he hoped he would accomplish by beating him at uh, Backlash.
And once again, Jacob has to respect him. He don't gotta like him, but you gotta respect me. Me, I beat you. You respect me. You ain't gotta like me. I ain't gotta like you. But understand, I'm doing this for the family, and I know you. And I understand that. You feel me? I wasn't around when you was out there struggling and clawing for your family, but you acknowledge me. We good.
Don't
Feel
have,
me?
and that's the thing. I don't. I don't.
Listen.
Because mano imano, you know, I'll be whooping that ass. And it was a plain sight on Monday.
Mm, yeah. Well, regardless, if they run it back to Clash of Italy, and still, and still, that's all I'm saying. Who would you rate this Raw?
This Raw was really solid. I think it was probably, I wouldn't say it was on the lines of AEW. I wouldn't say it was as good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give it a 7.
Nah, I'll rock with you. Yeah, because I was gonna give it like a 6.8, but I'll round up to a
Rock
7.
with just, okay, okay. I was going to say, you can rock with your
Yeah,
6.8 now if you want to.
yeah. I round it out. You feel me? I ain't tripping. What I won't do is give a anything higher than a 5 to SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown is
Respectfully,
definitely, yeah, SmackDown definitely had its high moments, but its lows were very low, and it dragged the show down a lot.
yes, it did.
We could start with what opened the show, of course. How did you like the Trick Williams opening segment? His homecoming, as you will.
It made sense,
I
and
like
that's how you're supposed to start the show with one of your biggest stars in their hometown. Like absolutely, that's that's what you do. You feel me? Like then he first of all he comes out with the South Carolina mascot. You feel me? He got
Cocky.
Yachty, cocky. You feel me? He got Yachty with him. Yes, like that's especially coming off a win at Backlash. Yes, that's how you start the show. You start your show with you. So like that's like if Oba was to start the show. The lights go out, all you see is the green. Whew. You feel me? The lights go out, all you see is the doom 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 doom. Yes, that's yes. And then like I said, you do that in his hometown.
I definitely thought it was a great reaction for Trick. A well earned. The man has been killing it on the main roster since the day he walked through the door.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, shout out to him for being able to get that moment in front of his home crowd with his family in the front row. Yachty there, Gamecocks mascot there. Yeah, it was definitely dope to see for him. I rock with it. That led to uh, Miz coming out, interrupting. Of course,
Yeah, of
gotta
course.
gotta take it away somehow, right? Can't just leave him on the face with the love.
Mm-mm.
So Miz comes out, and Kit Wilson, of course, he talks trash about South Carolina. Kit Wilson does a poem. Yachty does a rap, and a match gets made between The Miz and Trick Williams.
And I mean, listen, I agree with it. You feel me? Hometown, you kind of have the Miz go against Trick Williams in this.
Yeah, it was just
You
somebody
know,
from the beat.
yeah,
Uh,
pretty much. That's that's
kind
that's
of
that's that's the main purpose of it. You know.
someone that the crowd is going to boo with Kit Wilson and The Miz. They do a great job at that. So also want to give The Miz his credit uh, and not just call him somebody to beat. That was kind of crazy. But I'm just saying somebody that will get the heat and allow Trick to be the face and get the reaction for beating him in his hometown. Yeah, the
Yeah,
match was okay, not much. Trick has had better matches
he has. He's had better matches,
for
but
sure.
I'm listen. Not the SmackDown, not a lot. One thing I will say, and I know this is a wrestling podcast, but listen,
Right.
Jay Cargill in that red. Mm, mm. And I'm not a red guy. I'm a blue guy. You feel me? But oof, man, oh man, when she came out in that red, yeah, I was ready to whoop something. Wasn't Trick Williams, but I was ready to whoop something. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Uh,
I just, respectfully,
well,
respectfully.
while we're on Jade Cargill, her crew, B-Fab and Meechin, faced Charlotte and Alexa in a tag team match. I just want to say, I don't think B-Fab is surviving the next round of cuts.
Oh,
I'm going to be the
absolutely
first to say,
not. Absolutely not, brother. That's yeah. Let's be honest here.
I know B-Fab may have her fans out there, and I mean no disrespect. I just think we've seen
We've
all
seen
we
what
need to
we're
see. Yeah.
yeah. I don't honestly, respectfully, I don't think it gets better than what we're seeing now. I don't I don't think there's another level of BFAB that we can get.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we need to just go ahead and bring Jada Parker up. I don't know why we're sitting down there trying to have her
Come
go
on.
into a feud with Natty.
You know?
We
Like
don't like. Let's just go ahead. She's been ready to get called up. Let's just go ahead and call her up, please,
I'm saying.
and put her in
Like,
the feud with Meechin. And I mean, not feud, but the stable with Meechin and Jay Cargill, and then you have a legit group. Because right now, I don't. I'm not getting it from BFAB.
mm,
This match ends in DQ when Jay gets involved, though. So
yeah. I'm sorry to stay stuck on BFAB, but like like there was a time where I had that BFAB and Maxine Dupree in the same sentence. And even though, when
yeah,
you
it's
don't
not
have
even close now. No, no, no.
yeah.
No,
And this, and we don't even see Maxine Dupree on TV for real unless it's in the back talking to Austin Theory with the
I
Vision.
mean she was in that van. She was in that
That's what I'm saying.
sprinter.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Well, not
unless
sprinter.
it's with Austin
Back then.
Theory, you feel me? Unless it's talking like in the back talking to the Vision.
She
But
joining the
even
Vision.
then, I could see it. I could see it.
Well,
Why
she was
not?
out there with Otis and Tozawa against Oba Femi a week ago.
And I think this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Vision. They beat the Street Profits. Then their next challenges is uh Alpha Academy,
Right.
and they have a match, and that's where we get Maxine to turn on Otis and Tozawa, and we finally get
Mm,
Maxine to join the Vision. That's
I
yes.
I think I can see that. Right. Right. And
Hmm.
I don't want to spend too much time on this fantasy booking, especially for this.
Yeah.
But okay, what if it's a thing where Tozawa and Otis kind of notice Maxine ain't been around as much. Like,
Hmm.
where has she been at? And then they start peeping. She over there with Austin Theory, and they try to talk to her. And Austin Theory, like, bro, you can move around. Like, I think he's kind of, we got her, right? Or I got
Hmm.
her. And Otis and Tozawa are kind of trying to convince her over a couple weeks to join, like, get away from them. They're bad news. Don't be with these guys. Be with us. You know, we're your friends, we're your family. This, of course, leads to a match between the Vision and Alpha Academy, like you said, for the tag team championships. And bam,
Hmm.
Maxine makes her choice.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, um, yeah. Maxine Dupree, BFAB, same sentence. Now BFAB is
Lapped.
she's she's not even in the paragraph. She's not even in the sentence.
And they both came from
Unfortunately,
the dungeon.
yeah. So I agree with you. I think BFAB does not survive this next round of cuts. Me Chen, hey, stay strong, Me Chen. You still pushing. Um, and then uh we got is there do they have a group name? Is there a group name for them? J, Me Chen, and BFAB? Is there like a
No, I don't
no?
think there's a.
Okay, well we have those three going against Rhea, Charlotte, and Alexa Saturday Night's main event.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Fatal Influence will probably interfere in that match if I was to take a guess.
Okay, yeah. I can see
Yeah,
it because right now I couldn't tell you a winner in this.
yeah, no. One match that was I think was very phenomenal that I actually want you to harp on is Ricky Saints versus Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, man. This is two of my guys. Another two of my guys, man. Been high on Ricky Saints. Been high on Carmelo Hayes. I was just glad to see my boy Melo back on SmackDown. He took a little break. He was gone for a couple weeks. He's back now though. And I think the match was great. It was the best match on the show by far. Not even close. Nothing came close. Like you could see the complete pace and work rate shift in this match from all of the other matches on the show. Ricky tries to use the ropes to get the win with a roll up, but the ref catches him, and Melo ends up doing it to him instead and getting the
Hmm.
win. Match was good. I'm thinking, hey,
Keep it
go
going.
ahead and pair. Yeah, just keep it going. Melo, Ricky Saints,
I agree.
couple weeks on SmackDown, go back and forth. I'm with it. 100%. I'm a little split though because these are both my guys. I don't know who I'm rocking with here. Actually, I'm not rocking with nobody. I'm playing.
Mm,
I'm down the middle. I'm biased on this one.
down the
I just
middle.
want to see great
Mhm.
matches.
Shout out to both Ricky and Carmelo. That was a good match.
We got to talk about the Cody segment real quick. Cody trying to force Gunther into an impromptu contract signing for Clash in Italy. I wanted to talk about this though, real quick. If SmackDown got Gunther. What did Raw get?
That's a good question.
Los Garzas? Because in that case, oh yeah, Raw just got super gypped.
Hey, listen, they need somebody to squash.
So I'm just saying, in a couple weeks, I'm gonna have to start seeing some type of. There's no way. If we're treating this like brand v brand, there's no way Raw lets Gunther walk for nothing.
No,
That
no,
doesn't
I
even
don't.
make sense.
No, not at all. There's they had no, they had something. They had to have gotten something other than those Garzas. Like, there's no way.
It's something good too.
Yeah, for Gunther and for Gunther to instantly get a title match, y'all must have got like, y'all must have got somebody big. You know what? You know what I'm
Drew
thinking?
McIntyre.
Drew back on Raw.
Yes.
Mm, okay, I can see that. I was thinking maybe Randy when he comes back, but I think he's
Randy's a
injured.
great one. Randy
I
is
think
a
he's
great one.
I think he's injured right now. But I was thinking Randy when he comes back.
Randy is a
Matter
great
of fact, what are we doing? What are we doing? We already know who Raw got. Come on now, for Gunther, you already know who Raw got. Jolly
one.
Roll.
Uh, moving on. Yeah, Gunther, of course, does not come out and sign the contract. He says that Cody is making it all about himself and ruined his big coming to SmackDown celebration or contract signing, and that Cody has to act him nicely. And surprisingly, what no one expected, Royce Keys comes out.
Mhm. Roy.
Royce Keys comes out, looks at Gunther on the ramp, and says, "Hey, you bullshitting," and walks down to the ramp to sign the contract himself. Which and Gunther has to come down and stop him, and they fight over the pin. And Nick Aldis comes out and makes the number one contenders match between Gunther and Royce Keys. Winner gets Cody Rhodes at Clash in Italy for the
Hmm.
WWE Championship. I like that.
I do too.
I like that. We don't see that enough. It's an open contract with nobody's names on it besides Cody Rhodes. So anybody can do this. I think the last time I saw somebody do that was John Cena. I can't remember the scenario, but I thought that was dope, and it made Royce Keys look like a bad motherfucker.
I agree. I agree. Listen, bro. When there's an opportunity on the line and it's just right there in your face, you absolutely have to take it. And that's exactly what Royce Keys did. Listen, you playing, bro. I'm gonna go get this money and this title.
Yeah,
You feel me? But I listen. I think I'm pretty sure it's gonna be down the line. Cody and Royce, battles it out. Whether it's for the championship or not, I think it happens. So, Gunther and Royce have the match. It wasn't a bad match. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't a bad match.
yeah.
You
I thought
know.
the match was solid. I really just wanted the match to be hard hitting and a slugfest. I wanted chops and clotheslines, and I just wanted them to really just go at it. And I got a little bit of that, so I'm happy. I knew we wasn't going to get like a super crazy match because just WWE just doesn't do those on weekly shows unless it's in the middle of the show.
You
But
want
I thought the
nothing.
match was solid, right? And it was a
Hmm.
great look for Royce Keys.
You want
Uh,
some slanging and banging?
yeah, well, pause.
You want some meaty men hitting?
All right, man. Oh my gosh, bro. But
I'm just saying.
nah, I think they went from not doing anything with Royce Keys to trying to insert him into the main event a little bit, and I like it. He's been undefeated since coming in, so
Listen, bro, and he won the Andre the Giant battle royal.
Well, nobody gives a fuck about that. So
Wow, wow. I do.
WWE doesn't even give a fuck about it. So why should I?
Wow, I care about it. I care about it. Damn it. It's okay. It's all right. Shout was
Still
cute,
real
man.
to me.
Shout was cute, man. What'd you get this rating, man? What'd you get? What'd you rate this show?
SmackDown's getting a 5. Yeah, it's only getting a 5 too because of Royce Keys and Gunther and Carmelo Hayes and Ricky Saints. It's the only reason.
I'm giving it a 4. And honestly, it was going to be a 3, but I bumped it up a point just because of Jay Cargill. It's only it. If Jay Cargill wasn't in that red, would have got a 3. It's gonna be so honest. I like it was. It was only. It was like one and a half good matches. Like Damian Priest versus Tama Tonga. Hated it.
I didn't even take notes on it.
Hated it. Didn't like it because I already knew what the outcome was. They gotta do something with Chelsea Green though. Gotta do something with Chelsea Green.
Man, the fact that she's trying to team with Tiffany Stratton instead of taking that title is pissing me off. It's better lead to Chelsea or Tiffany coming around and actually trying to make something work with Chelsea, and then Chelsea just stabbing her right in the back. Or else, I do not want to see a tag team with Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton. I don't care. Please, please, can we get a mean streak out of Chelsea? She's by herself now. There's no more Secret Service. It's just her. Can we let her be her?
Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your comments. Let us know your reviews on our weekly show recap.
Before we get into the hot spots of the week, I just really wanted to say if you're a wrestling fan and you're trying to figure out, and let's say you only watch WWE, and you want to figure out what else to watch, and even current wrestling fans that can relate on me on this topic, I just want to say it is a great time to be a wrestling fan. If you wanted to get into AEW, now is a great time to do that. The Owens coming up, the Owen Hart tournament, like I talked about earlier, and I feel like it's just going to be a lot of great matches coming up, especially with Double or Nothing and New Japan, the Best of the Super Juniors, which is like their cruiserweight tournament that they hold. Um, my boy Nick Wayne is going to be in it, so I'm definitely going to be checking that out. So that's going to be good. So if you want to get into that, you get into that. Even on a smaller note, NXT, they got a bunch of new talent over there. So if you wanted to get into NXT, everything's a fresh slate over there. It just feels like it's a fresh slate in terms of wrestling, even in the WWE post WrestleMania. It's a fresh slate for you to start getting invested into and figuring out who's going to be your new favorites and just going out there and checking out some new stuff. It's a great time. A lot of great things happening around the wrestling scene. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that. If you wanted to start checking out some new stuff, now's the time in every aspect.
We got the summer coming up. There's a lot of summer pay-per-views, a lot of summer events. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening. Um, One thing that is getting ready to start back up is WB is going to do house shows again. You feel me? They're starting to get back into house shows. So listen, this is the time to really find your niche and what you like. Whether it's you like the indie promotions, you like the bigger promotions, you like in the middle, is this is the time because this summer, this season of wrestling, I definitely think is going to be
Yeah, there's going to be a
ones
lot of
for the
wrestling around.
books.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's going to be a lot. So, you know, um, definitely find what y'all looking for, man. Because this is when I tell you it's going to be hot, it's going to be hot. No pun intended. But as always, before we go, we got to do our hot spots. You feel me? We got our hot spots. Now, I can tell y'all what I'm fucking with, but why would I tell y'all? Because it's already in my hot spots. First and foremost, my guy, the Ita, the hula, the bringer of what? Oba Femi. Listen, if you in the back talking to a fine shit, right, and you see this big dude walking in the back looking like he finna kill somebody, why would you sit there or stand there and look at him? Look, nigga, run away, go. You feel me? But Oba said, listen, I want to fight. If y'all not gonna bring me a fight, I'm gonna bring the fight to that or to whoever's in the back. So Oba Femi, my brother, you got it. You're him. I can't wait to see you win King of the Ring because it's gonna happen. I don't see anybody else on both rosters that can beat you in the King of the Ring tournament, respectfully.
That's a good point.
Secondly, my hotspot uh goes, and this is mm, and I can already tell Justin's face. I gotta give it to Meechin. Meechin, I give you the hotspot because the fact that you had to carry that match with your tag team partner shows a lot of hard work and dedication because it was really 1v2 out there. You feel me? And Jay had to come in because she saw it was 1v2. You feel me? So I give you the credit and I give you the hot spot of the week because you deserve it. You was putting in work. And I apologize that you had to go out there in a handicap match. It wasn't slated for you to be in a handicap match, but Beef had been got nothing to give you. So I gotta give you that. So Meechin gets my
Michin
second
was
one.
actually really good in that match too. Like
She
thinking back,
was
he
good.
actually was.
Yes, she was good. So you feel me? Gotta get that to you. And then third, but not least, and this is me being very, very, very unbiased. Third hot spot of the week has to go to Jake.
Who?
Third hot spot of the week has to go to Jake. I give it to
Oh,
Jacob 5 too.
there we go.
I give it to Jacob
Because
5 too.
even you can admit, bro, when he did that hip attack, that shit looked
Yeah,
crazy. Him
yeah,
smacking two Usos on the way down to the ring, getting in there and taking it to
yeah,
Roman Reigns, bro. Come on, we ain't never seen that.
yeah. I'm not going. I gotta give you as much as I don't want to give it to you. I gotta give you the last hot spot of the week because if it was anybody else, if it was anybody, I promise you from my tooth to my toenail, if it was anybody else, I would be hyping you up and calling you exactly what you are. You are Samoan Werewolf. But because it's Roman Reigns, we
Yeah,
got beef. We got
Roman
beef.
Reigns got.
But I will give credit where credit is due. That's all I got to say. All I got to say. Those are my hot spots of the week.
For me, my hot spot of the week, my first one is going to go to Darby Allin. Darby has been killing it as AEW World Champion. I think he's at like 9 or 10 title defenses in like 30 days or something crazy. Like it's insane the pace he's on, and all of the matches are good too. Like none of them have been bad. Like he's having so many title defenses, I can't even see all of them because I don't always get to see Collision. So yeah, I wanted to give my first hot spot to Darby Allin because even if his title reign does end at Double or Nothing, which I think it is because even on Collision against in his match against Sammy Guevara, he was applying a hold and kind of just passed out. So I think they're playing on the fact that all of the matches are starting to catch up to him. So by the time he gets to the match with MJF, especially because I think he has another match against Mike Bailey the Wednesday before Double or Nothing. So Yeah, by Double or Nothing, there will be nothing left of Darby, and MJF will basically be picking bones. So, but in the meantime, I wanted to give a shout out to him and give him my hot spot of the week because he has been killing it. My second hot spot of the week is going to go to Io Sky versus Sol Ruka from Raw. Really like this match. Um, Io, one of the best women's wrestlers, maybe wrestlers on the planet in general, and So Ruka, the hot young up and comer, just writes itself perfectly, and EO being an innovator and Soul being an innovator. This match just meshed well. They had great chemistry, so that's gonna be my second hot spot of the week. And my third hot spot of the week is actually gonna be Leo Rush. I wanted to give Leo Rush a shout out separate from everything else and put him on my hot spot of the week because it's been more than just a week of Leo Rush being great. I've known about Leo Rush and the Black Heart Leo Rush thing for longer than a lot of people. And this is not even me trying to say I've been on something, just trying to be one of those people that always like to say how long ago they were on to something before everybody else. But I really remember seeing clips of him against Joey Janela as the Black Heart like a couple years back. But even this is completely different to what he was doing then with it. Like Leo Rush has been doing crazy character work, even switching back and forth between his regular self and the Black Heart, kind of on some like split shit. Like it's been dope. It's been dope to see. So shout out to Leo Rush. Keep doing it. I'm enjoying it. If you haven't seen any of his stuff, go just look at his stuff from Ring of Honor lately, and you'll see.
He knows it all.
Yeah, yeah,
He,
crazy. He's been
my
crazy,
boy
bro.
Leo,
Everything,
man.
everything about it.
He sees everything. He knows.
The entrance,
He.
the contacts, the sitting in the ring in the corner, talking to himself when the bell rings. It's great. All of
Man,
it's
that's
great.
fire, man.
Shout out to Leo
That's
Rush.
yeah, that's fire. I like that this new rebrand. I like that.
He's
That's fire.
constantly been able to do it too. Like Leo Rush is one underrated at being able to constantly rebrand himself.
Those are our hot spots of the week. Let us know what you think. Let us know your hot spots. Let us know if you agree with ours, like ours, all that good stuff. You feel me? Let us know. Put it down in the comments. But unfortunately, that wraps up episode 39 of the Hot Tag Podcast. Listen, we're going to be back next week. All right, episode 40. But until then, make sure y'all follow us on all our socials, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us for more content. All right. We appreciate all the love and the support. Without y'all, nothing is possible. All right. As always, that's Justin and Rashaad. And remember, stay sharp, stay fresh, stay hot. Peace.
Peace.